Are you struggling with excess weight and it's become such a challenge to you? It just seems as though nothing in the form of diet or magic potions and exercise won't work? Well, you're not alone. I have many friends, associates, and even some students and family members that have been struggling with their weight for some years. Not to mention the vast majority of people that I encounter from day to day. And did you not know that over 50% of the population in America is indeed obese? There's a real reason behind this. And should I tell you? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we live in a junk food world. We don't have the same types of foods on the level that we had them 50 years ago, agriculturally speaking. In other words, we have turned into a nation of snackers, of junk food addicts. In other words, people prefer convenience, they prefer sugary snacks, bitter snacks, sour snacks, hot snacks, things laden with high fructose corn syrup, sucralose, aspartame, artificial flavors, colors, enhancers, the whole nine. It all tastes good. And so that is our addiction as a nation. And the food manufacturers know this. And as a matter of fact, they have studied human behavior as it relates to food and habits, and also to those things that we love and enjoy the taste. So they went on a quest to continue to concoct all types of menus, all types of food products, all types of snacks that cater to the taste of the American people, respectively. I'm only talking about America right now, even though this happens all over the world. But there's a consequence, there's a penalty or price that one must pay when we don't eat according to nature. And that payment that will eventually become due is going to be in the form of becoming overweight and even obese for some. And that brings along with it various other conditions and or diseases, such as hypertension or high blood pressure, such as diabetes, starting out with 2 normally for most people, but escalating to type 1. Insulin dependence at some point. And if you're not careful, you'll end up losing your sight, some toes, maybe some legs, if you don't watch your diet and your lifestyle, if you don't control it and govern yourself accordingly. I've had friends pass away because of diabetes. I had friends lose limbs and lose their eyesight because of diabetes. And I've seen people ravaged by all forms of cancer because of an improper diet, an improperly combined food diet, and lack of exercise, grossly lack in exercise. Because in America, people like to sit, they like to sleep, they like to lay down, they like to lounge, they like to ride around, drive around, as opposed to walk, as opposed to jog, as opposed to doing cardiovascular exercises to lose some of the extra calories and or weight. So I hope I've said enough to sort of get your mind to open up. My question to you is that if you have been ravaged by disease because you've been abusing your body from the foods that you eat, are you ready to get your life back? I'm waiting on you. You're going to answer the question. Are you ready to get your life back now? You're never too old. Regardless of what anyone tells you, you leave those naysayers along the side and you focus your attention forward on success. Set the mark and say that I'm going to do this for myself and for my family. Say that you want to be around for several more years or even a couple of decades for your family. And if you don't have an immediate family, do it for yourself. But there's something required of you, ladies and gentlemen. You know what that is? You have to be real with yourself. And you have to ask yourself, do I really want to have a better quality of life? Well, looking in the mirror, it starts with you. You have to make the decision that you want a better quality of life. And you have to say to yourself, there's no time like the present. I'm going to begin today. Not tomorrow, but today. Even if you physically don't start until tomorrow, it starts here first. You have to decide. You have to make a definitive decision. So, in making this decision, you should come to the point where you say, I do want to lose weight, and you must comprehend that it's not something that you can wish away once you have weight on your body that's extra weight. Of course, it requires some effort and some diligent effort on your part, and you have to make a decision to start, and you have to be consistent. It's really that simple. And to add to that, please understand this or comprehend this. You can't gain weight if you don't eat. That's part of the secret. If you don't eat, you will lose weight. I'm not encouraging you not to eat, but I'm getting you to think. If you know that if you don't eat, you'll lose weight, doesn't it stand to reason that you should limit what you eat? It should also make sense or stand to reason that you can't eat anything that you want. Considering the fact that the food manufacturers put things in our products that are not food, that are not friendly to the human body. All kinds of colors, additives, preservatives that are artificial, that are synthetic, that do not coincide with our body's makeup genetically. It doesn't work. Our body instead resists those things because they're actually chemicals that we're putting in our bodies. So, if you're ready to lose weight, and you're ready right now as I'm speaking to you, let's start. And let's begin by removing the things from our body that has caused us to be in the situation or predicament that we're in today. Remove all of those artificial things, all of the sweeteners and the white flours and the flavor enhancers and so forth, and replace all of those packaged and processed foods with whole foods, complete foods, in other words. Whole, W-H-O-L-E, whole, complete foods that come right from nature, that has not seen a laboratory, that does not have anything artificial added to it. Just like the animals in nature eat from nature because they are nature, doesn't it stand to reason that we should as well? But because we live in a highly sophisticated society, and just because people have the ability to create potions and so forth, So I'm going to cut to the chase for you. We're going to start today. As I was saying before, I had a customer come in. I had to pause the video. I apologize. Um, let's start today. I've decided to start the day for you because I'm encouraging you to do that. I don't have a weight issue per se. I weigh about 160 pounds wet, and I'm 5'9" and a half, maybe more 5'9" now since I've gotten older. But anyway, uh, we can all still take a page from one another's book and be, how should I say, devoted and passionate about staying healthy by beginning today. So, remove the bad things from your diet and exchange them for those things that are good and wholesome, unadulterated by some laboratory and some scientist. Okay? Drink plenty of water, fresh water, not municipal water. Filtered, if you will, through reverse osmosis or some filter that you have on your kitchen sink, bath sink, and your shower heads. Charcoal at the very minimum. Drink pure water. Drink as much water as you lose every day through defecation, through urination, and through perspiration. Make sure you get plenty of sleep, rest. Make sure you read positive things. Make sure you listen to seminars and positive people. Hang around people who are like-minded. Keep all of the negative things out of your life. And you will go far.